So I guess I'm here today to talk about what ethnic studies might look like in a mathematics classroom. I think that one of the things that we need to understand is that mathematics is as much a part of culture as any other content area. We don't tend to think of that. But when we think about where culture is in mathematics or where mathematics is in culture, when we look at different cultures, we think about the number systems that they've developed, we think about the ways that they count, we think about currency and exchange, we think about mystical belief systems, we think about their artistic creations, and we also think about the different architectural aspects of their cultures and societies. And one example from African culture, if we take a look at number systems, is the Yoruba number system. They have a very complex number system that is base 20, and it relies on addition and subtraction to a very great degree. They have very, very large numbers, and they also have positive and negative numbers that they use. And so, and another example would be the Mayan number system. You have a number system in that case, which is a base 60 number system. And so one of the things that teachers of mathematics can do is to look at how these different number systems compare to our number systems, and it's a way to help build number sense among students, to help them practice different arithmetic operations, and a way to infuse the culture into the instruction. Another aspect of ethnic studies that can be incorporated into the mathematics classroom is looking at the mathematics achievement of people from different racial and ethnic groups. A couple of years ago, I went to the statewide California STEM Symposium, and one of the speakers was one of the first Latino astronauts, and he talked about his pathway to becoming an astronaut, and he talked about growing up in a family that were migrant agricultural workers, and they would move like many agricultural workers do with the crops, and so he would constantly have to change schools. And he said when he was in elementary school, one of his teachers recognized his academic potential and had a meeting with the parents and said, hey, your son really has an opportunity to do a lot academically, and so you need to consider, perhaps finding some stability so he can stay in one place. And he said that really was an inspiration for him to go on and study math and science and eventually become, an astronaut. So I think that there's a lot of different ways that teachers can incorporate culture into the mathematics classroom. It's going to take a little bit. They're going to have to do some research, but there are a lot of resources out there for them to use, like the multicultural mathematics classroom. There's a really good book from the Exploratorium, Math and Science Across Cultures, and other resources like Multiculturalism in Mathematics, Science, and Technology that have resources and lessons that teachers can use to really enhance their mathematics classrooms and make them more culturally